today, I will be at the receiving end. But nobody knows tomorrow, particularly 28, on this matter. I've just had a discussion with the chief whip of our caucus on an application that was just made, and which application you granted. So I'd wanted to draw your attention to some fundamental facts for your consideration, if it so pleases you. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleague informs me that whilst dealing with the order paper, an application was made for variation for an addendum order paper item to be considered. I believe at the time the application came before you, you were not made aware of certain intervening matters. Hence, the granting of the application for the paper to be laid. Mr. Speaker, it is important to put on record that a fundamental administrative issue was raised. A memo was ferried to Mr. Speaker's office questioning the composition of the committee as well as the chairman's conduct. That memo has not been responded to. As a matter of right, Mr. Speaker would have to respond to the memo for all issues raised to be considered until we exhaust. It cannot be that this can be done, because, Mr. Speaker, if we are not careful and we set certain precedents, one day, it will come back and haunt this very house. Because Mr. Speaker set up the committee administratively, not through a motion or not through any effort of member of parliament. So we could only raise issue administratively. And there's a memo to his desk, which memo we added evidence of certain actions and pronouncements of the chair of the committee. The memo has not received a response. We've not dealt with the fundamental issues. How then can the chairman say that he's done with his work and he's laying a report when the preliminary issues that we raised have not been addressed? Mr. Speaker, I am only bringing to the attention of this house that if today it suits one side of the house to proceed on a certain matter in a certain way, let the records reflect that someday, this matter will come up again and they will be referred to their own records. That's all I want to say.
Honorable Minority Leader, I think this issue crop up in your absence. The whips did very well, and a decision was taken that we should allow the paper to be laid, and thereafter there will be some engagement as to the way forward. Hence, the paper was laid. The consequential motions were accordingly deferred to abide by the decision that may come out of the engagement. So I believe the leaders are enjoined to engage on this matter. So that was the agreement that we have reached, and that was my directions.
Speaker,
Yes,
I thank
Honorable
you for
Majority Chief Whip.
I thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the leader is welcome. I was hoping that his comments would have been in respect of whether or not there was a procedural impropriety regarding the laying. Leader is senior to me in this house. If you had a correspondence with the speaker and you are not getting a feedback, leader knows that you would have sent a reminder. But that didn't happen. So I believe that he ought to send a reminder to the speaker and said, we have a memo in respect of this matter. It's been some time. So may we have some response? But the committee is an ad hoc committee. They were given some timeline, and their work is done. And when we got back on Tuesday, as part of the opening comments from leadership as well as from Speaker himself, reference was made to outstanding referrals to committee, which reports were outstanding, and therefore there was an urgent need for those committees to get back to the House. So I believe that it was in response to such call for committees that have businesses to report back to the House. It was based on such the request that this committee has come today to lay its report. But like you said and agreed to, we laid a report. We haven't taken it. Further engagements are being had. So I believe that he has opportunity to participate in that process.
Yes.
Let me express satisfaction by way of the intervention from the Chief Whip of the majority, and particularly his choice of words by way of response. But Mr. Speaker, a fundamental preliminary matter cannot be washed away. And that is why I'm saying that I am bringing this to the attention of this House. Mr. Speaker, history will guide us. This House has had 37 or 33 against some 60 something. This House has had 137 before. This House had had 169 against some lesser odd number. And today, we are where we are. Mr. Speaker, I agree with him if he suggests to me that there will be an opportunity for engagement. But the understanding from my respected colleague was not to that effect. And I believe that fundamentally, the issue would have to be addressed before moving to the secondary stage of laying a report. Because, Mr. Speaker, when you say a report has been laid, it carries with it everything, including the very chair whose chairmanship we are questioning. I agree with you if you say that, yes, follow up with the Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would not want to make disclosures regarding my effort. But I believe that Mr. Speaker's office is an office of record. Once the minority leader ferries a memo stating reasons for an objection, if Mr. Speaker responds to me, that would then leave me with another tool available to advance my next course of action. But Mr. Speaker, I am saying that the records of this House should reflect that this happened this day in this form. If this House would allow this to happen, I am fine. Maybe today I will be at the receiving end. But nobody knows tomorrow, particularly 28.
So, Minority
Mr. Speaker,
Leader,
so I am, Mr. Speaker, may I conclude?
what exactly has the House done wrong?
Mr. Speaker, what I'm saying, respectfully, I would want to plead with you that hear me in full rather than putting a question to me. What I'm saying is that at the time the House accepted for this paper to be laid, I am sure the House was unaware of the intervention administratively. That is why I'm saying that I'm bringing this to the attention of the House, that there was a memo. And Mr. Speaker, don't let us forget one thing, that the committee was set up through an administrative directive by the Speaker. So I could only deal with any objection administratively. And that is what I did. Maybe you are not aware. Mr. Speaker, I believe that if you were aware that I had written a memo challenging the chairman's conduct, you would have asked for the response.
Honorable Man.